Fox News Outnumbered is familiar territory for anyone who follows political news. The American daytime news and chat show Outnumbered, hosted by Harris Faulkner, Emily Compagno, and Kayleigh McEnany, is broadcast on Fox News at 12 p.m. Eastern Time on weekdays. The show has enthralled many political enthusiasts worldwide. With each new episode, the hosts have a man and a female guest on stage. Having outnumbered the males, everyone gathers to talk about the latest national news and events. But in recent years, this unusual arrangement has generated a great deal of interest online. Outnumbered has managed to amass a small fan base over the years, but the recent departures of Tantaros, Meghan McCain, and Melissa Francis, all three of whom had intriguing reasons for leaving the show, have left the majority of viewers bewildered. So what exactly is happening behind the scenes of Outnumbered? For what reasons did a number of its prominent newscasters opt to depart from the program? Is it the upper office? What motivates them? We will discover. The show was outnumbered. On April 28, 2014, Fox News debuted this American news talk show to the public. In the weeks following its debut, it attracted a large television audience thanks to its innovative format, which featured a rotating cast of 4 female hosts and 1 male. At the launch, Fox News announced that the gender-balanced panel would provide a different perspective on current events. Every part was valuable because it aimed to analyze the hourly news while also taking a close look at the most prominent pop culture and relationship concerns of the day. In the early episodes, hosts Harris Faulkner, Emily Compagno, and Kayleigh McEnany would bring on a male and a female guest every day. It was more like a dinner party than anything else, and they were untangling the day's fashionable news. Yes, he is counter to the usual news structure and rather outnumbered. Yes, it is the show's main objective. It's no secret that men have historically held most positions of power in the journalism industry. As a result, the release of Outnumbered was a major event. Many were enamored with the idea. A secret gem in the world of television and entertainment was uncovered. In its own special manner, the program managed to be both educational and amusing. The show had a little bit of everything thanks to its diverse choice of guests and up-to-date news. You can count on them for any kind of conversation, whether it's serious or humorous. Studio M in the News Corp skyscraper in New York City has been broadcasting more than just a news show for Outnumbered. It has caused quite a stir in the world of politics recently. The show delves into current events while also highlighting the portrayal of women in media and entertainment. Beyond its impact on live television, the show has changed our view on women in journalism, especially with the departure of prominent newscasters in the manner they did. This is our hope that the truth will be revealed by these women who have quit the show's cast. Therefore, relax. American Republican political analyst and commentator Andrea Tantaros was a huge hit with the viewers. Particularly noteworthy was her genius in demystifying politics for the average citizen. She clearly had experience in the field. Her popularity among viewers was evident. Then why did Fox News release a statement claiming that problems with her contract had developed and that she would be taking a leave of absence? Although she frequently displayed her command of numerous foreign languages, Tantaros, who was born on the 30th of 1978 in Allentown, the county seat of Lehigh County, Pennsylvania, was primarily focused on her education. She was very strong in French, Spanish, and even Greek. To the end of her high school career, she was a student at Parkland in South Whitehall Township, Pennsylvania. She then enrolled at Lehigh University, where she majored in French and journalism and graduated with honors. In pursuit of a respectable employment, Tantaros moved to Washington, D.C. after finishing college. Her drive to learn and proficiency in more than 2 different languages landed her an internship on CNN's Crossfire program, but she didn't immediately land the host job. A CNN nightly news discussion program that ran from June 25, 1982, until June 3, 2005 in the United States. Even as an intern, earning a job at CNN is more of a dream for a recent college grad. What would it be like to be in the company of so many famous politicians and experts? Despite what the world had given Andrea Tantaros, she yearned for more. She put in a lot of time and effort to make sure her assignments were perfect. She returned to her studies in Paris and earned a master's degree. She found new opportunities after this transfer. Tantaros was hired as the spokeswoman for Massachusetts Governor William Weld upon her return, thanks to her dogged pursuit of excellence. I suppose she was inspired by the company she kept at CNN, where she worked with prominent politicians. Andrea Tantaros relocated to New York City in 2005 and established Andrea Tantaros Media to counsel Fortune 500 firms and political campaigns on media strategy and crisis management. She had previously served as a spokeswoman for multiple congressmen. Andrea had, by this point, become accustomed to working in high-pressure situations. In 2010, following a string of interviews, Tantaros became a political contributor for Fox News. Her political acumen and oratory skills were required once again. Not long after that, she rose to prominence as a political commentator. Shortly after Tantaros joined Fox News in 2011, she was promoted from political commentator to co-host of Fox's brand new show, The Five. Conservative political chat show The Five aired on Fox News Channel in the United States. Viewers across the globe were captivated by their format and discussion of current events, politics, and pop culture. The Five was a smashing success from the moment it debuted on July 11, 2011, and it was already attracting more viewers than MSNBC and CNN put together a few months after its inception. Although there were some negative reviews, this show was well received by fans all across the world. Many critics have praised the show, describing it as delightfully nutty and describing its freewheeling style and crazy humor as their favorite guilty pleasure. As proof of the show's dominance, The Five was ranked as the #2 cable news program in the U.S. in 2013. Tantaros, nevertheless, recognized that she was meant for greater things, even with this incredible record. That's why Tantaros jumped at the chance to co-host a more modern and improved show in 2014. Tantaros was the most impressive of the Five, but she really came into her own in Outnumbered, where she stunned TV viewers with her political acumen and skill. Watching Outnumbered was an absolute must because of its unconventional format, a male being outnumbered by 4 women as they discuss politics. By maintaining her no-nonsense demeanor, Tantaros attempted to coax her guest into telling the truth. Tantaros got into an angry argument on a U.S. Senate Intelligence Committee report on CIA torture practices in an episode a few months after it broadcast. Her emotions were unrestrained. "The USA is fantastic," she declared with all honesty. "We do fantastic. But we've already talked about this concerning the use of torture." Continuing, she stated that the administration's goal in arranging this meeting was to cast the United States in a negative light, rather than to showcase its virtues. They expressed regret for our nation. That nation isn't good to them. I think they're trying to make us appear bad. Our adversaries are only making fun of us because of this. As a member of the cast, Tantaros was thoroughly enjoying himself. Then why did she depart? Tantaros departs from Fox News. Tantaros has become a fan favorite after her impact on Fox News. That's why in April 2016, when she vanished from the program, her followers wanted to know why. There have been problems with her contract, according to Fox News, and that a break was in her future. Information that on August 15th of the same year, 3 months later, Tantaros herself denied. Many viewers of Fox News were shocked by her comments when she finally spoke out. With no holding back, Tantaros charged the upper management of sexual harassment at Fox News. Information that, even coming from a reputable outlet like Fox News, shocked the majority of people. This allegation prompted other women, including Gretchen Carlson, who had previously worked with Fox News, to file comparable allegations. In their subsequent investigation, New York Magazine discovered that Tantaros had lodged many complaints to executives in 2015 regarding Roger Ailes' improper sexual conduct. In an effort to silence her, Fox News downgraded her from Five to Outnumbered and then removed her from the air in April 2016. However, they did nothing to address the issue. Do you find that shocking? Hold on for the next bit. Bill O'Reilly, Dean Cain, and Scott Brown were all named in Tantaros' lawsuit as people who made improper comments about her or other women, and as people who touched her in an inappropriate way without her consent. All three men denied the claims. You'd think the killers would be brought to justice after hearing the testimony of Tantaros and the other ladies, wouldn't you? However, it was far from simple. An American media outlet that covers the entertainment and media industries would provide a new angle to the issue. According to one witness familiar with the case, Tantaros is trying to drag the subject of sexual harassment into the middle of what is really a dispute over her contract. He claims that Tantaros's unauthorized air promotion of her book was the root of the problem. She had also failed to provide the publisher with the publishing schedule and content outline demanded by her contract, which led to her termination. Fans of Tantaros, on the other hand, were quick to criticize this statement, with many questioning whether Fox News was using the supposed contract violation as a pretext to silence her. For instance, would Bill O'Reilly still be on the air today if he had promoted a book without getting consent from the company? But Tantaros kept working on the case. She would not rest until she had secured justice for the other ladies and herself. On January 29, 2018, she submitted an amended complaint. She claimed in her lawsuit that Fox News had a pervasive culture of harassment and even spied on its own employees. Contrary to what you may expect, this is not the breakthrough she had hoped for. Her grievance was rebuffed on May 18, 2018. The judge, George B. Daniels, dismissed the case because the evidence was insufficient. The ex-Fox News anchor seemed to be in a constant state of conflict. After having her case dismissed yet again, Tantaros nearly gave up, but she kept going. Afterwards, Tantaros sought the services of 3 attorneys to defend her, but alas, they were all unsuccessful. But Tantaros persisted nonetheless, opting to stand up for herself this time. Tantaros, who had never taken a law school class, was like a fighter competing against Mike Tyson without any training. On the other hand, Tantaros refused to surrender without a struggle. Tantaros spares no detail in her book Tied Up in Knots on the misery that women experienced as a result of obtaining what we wanted. She wished for everyone to know. This book exposes the contentious inner workings of Fox News and offers critique of the network's ethos. However, it had the opposite effect and made things worse. Michael Malice, formerly Michael Kreckmer, Tantaros' editor, sued her in October 2016 for defamation. Michael unexpectedly claimed to be the ghostwriter for Tied Up in Knots and accused Tantaros of underpaying him for his role. Tantaros was caught off guard by this revelation, but Tantaros spared no expense. In response, she took action, laying claim to the novel as her own. Michael may not have acted voluntarily in suing Tantaros, according to the lawyer for the latter. Rather, the lawsuit was actually a scheme by Fox News to once again muzzle Tantaros. In your opinion, what does this matter? Was Fox News' lawsuit against Tantaros merely another effort to silence him permanently? As part of her countersuit against Michael, Tantaros claimed that he had broken their agreement by disclosing private material about her and the book to Fox News. Betrayals and clandestine alliances were the norm, creating an atmosphere of perpetual drama. The judge ultimately decided to dismiss the case after a few appearances in and out of court, a decision that Tantaros strongly opposed. Justice had been evaded in her view. The second time she did so, the same thing happened. Her case was denied. Did Tantaros think she was fighting an impossible battle? Despite the repeated trips to court, Andrea Tantaros' influence on the show is undeniable. But now another ex-employee of Fox News has spoken out against the broadcast, adding to the avalanche of controversy surrounding the network. Viewers all over the world were pleased by the fresh energy that Melissa Francis introduced to Fox News. Infused with an eclectic mix of imagination and glitz, she was outstanding as she made her way through the cutthroat Fox Business Network. Francis earned a BA in economics from Harvard University in 1995. He was born and brought up in Los Angeles. She effortlessly gave viewers a glimpse into the realm of economics thanks to her education and experience in the field. Melissa owes a great deal of her stage presence to her early career as an actor. Indeed, what I said was accurate. Prior to her career in newscasting, Melissa Francis was an actor. It was no surprise that her poise and delivery were flawless whenever she was on camera. That is likely why Fox News thought she would be perfect for Outnumbered. She offered a new viewpoint to the program and wasn't shy about voicing her thoughts. Melissa demonstrated her extensive knowledge of politics and business on the broadcast. This adaptability served to both broaden the show's appeal and enhance the debates that took place on it. The show's casting of Melissa Francis was spot on. Is that why she departed? Melissa is left out in the cold. Melissa Francis, a former contributor for Fox News and Fox Business Network, revealed to host Megyn Kelly that she found out she had been fired in October 2020, only moments before her show was supposed to air, after reading "You've been canceled" on her teleprompter. In her account, she read on the teleprompter that she was no longer needed as she got ready to do an upcoming newscast from a studio that the network had built up in her house during the COVID lockdown. Fans were understandably worried when Fox News failed to renew her contract, even though it had ended approximately a year ago. Fox, following Tantaros's lead, attempted to downplay the significance of her absence. They made the unfounded argument that her abrupt departure from the waves was caused by election-related program adjustments. During her stint on Outnumbered, Melissa allegedly negotiated a raise to equalize earnings with her male colleagues. However, Fox News would not agree to this and Melissa was subsequently fired. Although Francis's lawyer initially denied it, he later claimed that her salary issue was the sole cause of the abrupt cancellation. Without a doubt, the accusations were the driving force behind her immediate removal from the air, according to the attorney. The New York Department of Labor said in December 2021 that they will investigate Francis's claims of gender discrimination after she submitted the matter to them. The court followed through with its investigation as promised. Francis did not publicly disclose the $15 million payment, but it was published in June by the Washington Post. What a wonderful payoff for all that terrible suffering, isn't it? Apparently, majority of Fox News' female ex-workers think the network is terrible. Occurred this often in management? Meghan McCain's next complaint will reveal more about Fox News' treatment of female employees. Meghan McCain came into this world in Phoenix, Arizona on October 23, 1984. An outspoken and driven public personality, Meghan McCain has enjoyed a fruitful career as a newscaster for ABC News, Fox News, MSNBC, and other major television news networks. She was born to Senator John McCain and Cindy McCain, who served as diplomats. As the daughter of a diplomat and politician, Meghan was thrust into the spotlight from a young age. As the eldest offspring of a senator who served his country, going to a posh private school and constantly being the focus of attention gave Meghan a fairly privileged upbringing. Meghan attended the 1996 Republican National Convention, where Kansas Senator Bob Dole was nominated for president at the tender age of 11. It was as if someone kindled her political passion at a young age. You'd think she'd be completely absorbed with politics, wouldn't you? Contrary to popular belief, Meghan had aspirations of becoming a music journalist. For her BA in art history, she went to Columbia University and graduated in 2007. She seemed to be attempting to forge her own unique route. She was succeeding on her own, and the cosmos was about to shower her with yet another boon. Meghan was signed as a contributor for Fox News in July 2015, following a string of popular blog pieces and television appearances in 2015. As a result of which, on November 14, 2016, she was co-hosted the afternoon discussion program Outnumbered. She brought a rare combination of political acumen and media savvy to the program, showcasing her enormous talent. For that reason, her announcement that she would be stepping down as a contributor at Fox News devastated her devoted fan base. After his father's brain cancer diagnosis in July, he reportedly abruptly resigned from Fox. During a press conference, she expressed her gratitude to Fox News for the opportunity to be on Outnumbered. However, she said that she was departing to concentrate on unspecified matters. It appears that she and the show's organizers are on good terms, though no one can say for sure. It could have been that she simply felt the need for a fresh start, or maybe she was trying to avoid getting into yet another controversial political debate on television. Thinking about how she was involved with it before she joined the screens, who can say what she will attempt next? Her background will definitely catch people's attention. Smith, Sandra, the social media world has been abuzz with inquiries about this business and news reporter who is currently co-hosting America Reports on Fox News Channel, much like Tantaros. Sandra Smith, a prominent figure in the media industry, is attracting America Reports viewers with her coverage of major issues and breaking news. She has experience in newscasting and is becoming a fan favorite because to her impressive performance. Why, therefore, are whispers that she is planning to leave Fox News? The recent events on Fox News make it more noticeable when a well-known face is absent from the broadcast. She has been conspicuously absent from the limelight since her May 5th discussion with Grover Norquist and Ashley Moody, which was widely streamed. The most recent tweet from Sandra, a repost from her co-host Jackie Heinrich, only served to inflame the flames of controversy. Walter, Sandra's colleague at Fox News White House, has been filling in for her while she appears to be on vacation. Is she going to take over for her? Although Fox News has a history of firing anchors in highly contentious situations, I don't think Sandra Smith's future at the network is particularly precarious. The network's January shakeups included numerous changes to the daytime lineup, but her position as co-host of America Reports has not changed. The controversial newscaster is still providing viewers with up-to-the-minute reports and analysis. She keeps us up to date on the news and analysis while also making substantial contributions to the network's operations and having a natural talent for combining news with humor. Since there is no concrete evidence that Sandra Smith has left the program, her prolonged silence could just be due to her enjoying a trip or taking some time off. Regardless of the controversy, Fox News is working hard to make Outnumbered a lively and educational program with its new hosts, who will each contribute their own perspective and discuss a broad variety of issues. In light of the host's contentious departure from Outnumbered, what are your thoughts on the matter?